I'm just going to say it now. We're fucking going up. Alright, chat. So, Preston North End versus Stoke City away. It was a good game last season. Last minute winners and whatnot. But this year it was even better because, oh my goodness gravy, a 2-0 win at the Bet365 Stadium takes Preston North End to the top of the motherfucking championship. Look at that gorgeous little bit of form. Positive goal difference for a change. 1 draw, 4 wins. Mwah. Beautiful. You love to see it. So, welcome back to Matchday Report, peeps. Preston North End beat Stoke City 2-0 at the weekend to secure themselves a rise to the top of the championship. And it's a lovely sight. It really makes a grown man cry nearly. So much to this fact that after the game, we all went out, we all got drunk, I am rough, we went to Warehouse, and as soon as the Warehouse finished, I may or may not have started a couple of chants within Warehouse. You get a bit excited about these things. As soon as the music stops playing, right, I'll make my own music. I'll start doing Preston chants, and we're all singing, we are top of the league, E-I-E-I-O. What should I be? Should I be Blackpool Peony? It's lovely stuff.
Top of the league! We're top of the league! We're Preston North End! We're top of the league! Whatever you bell.
Right, I'll stop waffling about my personal life. Let's talk about the game, shall we? Stoke, 17 shots, 1 on target. Abysmal attacking display, I'll be honest. We had 7 shots, 3 on target. It looked like we had more, in my opinion. I thought we had more than 7. But saying that, there was a couple of scrambly bits that may or may have said shot or not shot. Stoke definitely had more possession than we did. And in most cases, they looked a little bit more dominant than we did in XYZ area. But the only place that they weren't dominant was going forward. They were awful going forward. Whereas we were quite good going forward, only in the second half though. And this seems to be our game plan recently. The first half for us is sort of keeping it chill, keeping it relaxed, and trying to figure out the team and what they're about. We'll have an idea of the team before the game, but the first half is about assessing that team to then go back out in the second half to try and combat where they're weak. And that's exactly what we've done all season so far. And that's why in the second half of every game we've been so much better than the first, because we know we introduce a secondary game plan, a plan B of sorts, or we refine the game plan, and that's when we go out and we smash it. As Ryan Law says, the players are taking to instructions very well, and as you can see, they really are doing so. It could have been a 1-0 victory, but we had a penalty. But regardless, penalty aside, the goal scored in the 57th minute was a thing of beauty. Fantastic pass from Potts, fantastic setup from Dwayne, and then a brilliant finish from Will Keane. So I can't argue. It was a very good game. So let's take a look at player rating, shall we? Freddie Woodman, an 8. Distribution much better and a hard-earned clean sheet. Relieved pressure in the second half, made a strong save to deny Campbell. And Alan Brown helped him out big time with a headed clearance within the, I think it was either the first half or early second half. Very, very clutch clearance, I must say, because Freddie was not getting to that ball. So, yeah, Brown really helped him to save that clean sheet, but it's all about right place, right time, and that's what Brown did. Story in 8, switched on from start to finish, made some key interceptions, battled hard. Watmore a 9, I can agree, exceptional on his first start, stuck tight to Wesley and dealt with his threat brilliantly, looked like he played for Peony for years. Lindsay an 8, made a crucial early tackle after a square pass from Potts, fought like a warrior, defended the box for his life, managed the game well after being booked. Potts an 8, like a man possessed, up and down the right flank, ran himself into the ground, played a delightful pass to Holmes which led to Peony's second. Ledson an 8, I think Ledson's been really good recently. He's got a shit pass in him every single game, but in terms of how he actually plays, he's very good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Tenacious in his work and took the sting out of the game with some savvy play at times, kept his game plan simple. McCann an 8, and nullified the threat of Laurent by sticking with him all game, put his body on the line in the closing stages. Hughes an 8, slotted in the left wing back and went with his work impressively, created a great chance in the first half, put in a big shift. I thought Hughes was great. Mads a 6, made weight at the break, having picked up a booking in the first half, fair enough. He lost his head a little bit. I'd carried the ball nicely, played some crisp passes, but the manager wanted him to drive at defenders more. Brown an 8, another real captain's performance, impacted the game at both ends. Will Keane a 9, busy in the first and kept believing the chances would come, stuck his penalty away with conviction and was in the right place at the right time to score the second. Substitutes, Holmes a 9, impact was instant off the bench, winning the penalty, providing the assist for the second goal, match-winning contribution, slotted in at the back and went about his work with minimal fuss, fresh legs in the closing stages, worked hard on and off the ball, good for the team, man of the match for me. Probably man of the match for me. So yeah, very good team performance, very, very good. Let's hear what Ryan Lowe had to say. Preston North End manager Ryan Lowe was over the moon to Seaside ahead into the international break at the top of the championship. After Saturday's 2-0 win at Stoke, Will Keane was at the double in the second half of the 3-6-5 encounter, scoring his third and fourth goals of the season to send Peony to the summit of the championship. It is only 5 games in, but North End kept their early season buzz going, with a typical hard-fought victory on the road in front of 2,500 travelling fans. Law made a couple of changes for the match, with McCann and Watmore brought in for Dwayne and Keane Best. The introduction of Holmes in the second half, though, was a match-swinging moment as the American won Peony's penalty and then assisted Keane for his second. Peony's boss felt the side performance was complete. I am pleased. I think the performance was fantastic, said Law. Defensively, it was resolute, and we knew we could create some good chances as well. They're a good team, we know that. They've got good players and have spent a lot of money, but what we have got at the moment is that togetherness, and the lads are taking on instructions very well. We know they had a lot of play. But our lads put their bodies on the line and deservedly came away with 3 points. You can see them cramping up. The group know what they're doing, and they give us everything on a daily basis, so long may that continue. If you saw the patterns of play we work on in training, you'd see it replicate. Dwayne in the second, we asked him to drive at people. It wasn't Matchday today, he wasn't driving at people, and maybe the break has come at a good time for him. Dwayne was disappointed to be out of the team, but these are the decisions I have to make. He then goes on and sets the goals up for us to win. I have always got belief. Sometimes I have to pull the reins in on myself. Why can't we enjoy the moment of being top of the league? Why wouldn't you? But we know it's going to get harder. Teams are going to want to beat us and knock us off that spot. But we have that hunger and the togetherness. Lads are taking responsibility, leadership, and have an unbelievable group of staff who give the lads everything and work tirelessly hard. When that comes together as one, we are not messing around at the back anymore. We'll play and we'll pass at the right times. The lads are buying into all of that at the moment, so long may it continue. Going into the break, it will be nice, welcome one, and we'll enjoy it. But get back to work at the end of the week. We do our bit off the pitch and then do it on the pitch. We've spoken about game management since I've been here. They bombarded us with shots and crosses, which we had to work hard for it. The decision to leave out Holmes, who had a big say in the last weekend's victory over Swansea, was not an easy one. His reaction to being dropped to the bench particularly pleased North End's chief, as well as his contribution. Yeah, very tough, said Law. Dwayne and Ali were both in the team on Thursday and Friday, in and out of possession. I had to make that call, but one thing he did do was just accept it and say, no problem, we are in it together, and then when called upon, he goes out there and second half produces a wonderful display. That's what he's got, and credit to Dwayne. We were solid and resolute for 45 minutes, and then Dwayne came on and gave us something different, so really pleased. Law also handed a first championship start to Jack Watmore since his summer move from Wigan. The defender is limited to sort of league appearances up until Saturday's match, but he gave Law exactly what he wanted, and it was brave doing so considering he had an absolute murder against Salford. Oh no, said Law, in response to the point that Watmore did not let him down. He hasn't been letting us down coming on the pitch either. Bestie has been fantastic. We just felt that the wide players are good players. We didn't want Bessie to have a difficult afternoon, so we bumped Hughesy up one and bumped Lindsay over one. Jack came in, cramped up towards the end, but overall it was fantastic along with the rest of the group. That's understandable. You know, you don't want Keane Best going against these big lads and getting his knees broken in half, do you? So yeah, fantastic. 13 points from 15. Our next game after the break is Plymouth at home, which, if anything, that's going to be the game to fucking bite us. You know, Ryan Law's old club. It's not poetic, but you just expect that to be the case to happen. You know, your old club, you go against your old club and they beat you. Fair enough, like Stoke is basically a retirement home for Preston North End at this point, but it's not. Ryan Law's got no connections to Stoke aside from the players that we used to have. So yeah, it is what it is. But we'll have a week off now, so I probably won't be making too much content. You can head to the second channel, however, which I'll put on the end screen of the video, where I'm talking a little bit about Bring Me the Horizon at the moment. If you are into a bit of music and music reactions, I'm sort of using my second channel to explore the genre of heavy metal, if that's what you're into. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know if I'll have any content out within the next week because, of course, it's the international break and I don't really cover England. So yeah, if I find something to talk about, then yep, I'll definitely talk about it. If not, then of course I'll have no videos for a week. And yeah, if I can, like I say, if I can find time as well to make a video, because at the moment things are getting a wee bit busy. You know, obviously work life is work life. You know, you do 30 plus hours a week, and then you're also I'm also in the process of moving out. So within the next couple of weeks, this backdrop's going to be changing very dramatically. I'll be in a new place with a new setup, so exciting times. But yeah, thanks a ton for watching. Once again, I won't hold you any longer. See you in the next one. Come on, you beautiful bastards! I love this fucking club. I